Time travel is something we've all dreamed about. What if you could go back in time and fix a mistake, meet a historical figure, or glimpse into a distant future? In this video I'm going to break down the fascinating theories behind time travel, how physics already allow us to travel forward in time, and the mind-bending paradoxes that make going back in time feel impossible. We'll even explore how alternate timelines might mean every choice you make could create a new reality altogether. You are actually going forward through time, 1 second, every second. So congratulations, you already are a time traveler. A bit lame, but let's start here. Time travel actually refers to moving through time in a way that's different than normal. What you experience as time passing is you moving through a time dimension. Imagine one bedrock block represents a second, and you have to place them one by one in a straight line. Once a block is placed, it's there for good. You can't go back and remove it, and the line keeps going forward. No rewinding or breaking. But what if you could move forward in time faster? Just like Minecraft's mechanics let you speed up a minecart with power rails, time can slow down for you depending on how fast you're moving. This has something to do with Einstein's theory of relativity. It says that when you move really fast, and I mean close to the speed of light fast, time for you slows down compared to others who are standing still. This is called time dilation, and it's a real thing. Astronauts on the International Space Station, for example, age just a tiny bit slower than we do on Earth, because they're moving at high speeds and are in weaker gravity. While forward time travel is grounded in science, backwards travel requires bending the rules of space-time itself. Theoretical constructs like wormholes, shortcuts through space-time might make it possible, but they come with enormous challenges and paradoxes. You see, if backwards time travel were possible, it would cause all sorts of problems when it comes to cause and effect. The most direct problem with changing events of the past is creating a future that doesn't make any sense. Imagine there was a portal that took you to a previous version of your world, just when you created it. Now you decide to take a little trip back in time. You arrive at the very spot where your present time home would eventually stand. But here's the kicker. In this before time, the area is nothing but untouched terrain. So you take it upon yourself to completely destroy the area that would become your home. Maybe a little bit too much TNT, creating a large crater. Here's where the paradox comes. If you destroy the very land your base was supposed to be built upon, how could it possibly exist in the future? If the foundation is obliterated, wouldn't that mean your grand dirt house would simply cease to exist? It would never have existed to begin with, at least not there.
That just makes sense.
And is a classic example of a time travel paradox. It creates a contradiction that seems to unravel the very fabric of logic. It just doesn't work. The universe tends to dislike these kinds of self-contradictions. But what if there was a different approach entirely? A way to travel to the past without actually altering it, thus avoiding those troublesome paradoxes. This is where the concept of multiple timelines, also named the many worlds interpretation, comes in. This theory proposes that there are an infinite number of universes branching off from each other. Every time a decision is made, the universe splits. In the many worlds interpretation, both paths are taken, but in separate, newly created universes. A new world is created depending on the outcome. Every choice, every possibility, creating new worlds. Imagine you're standing at a crossroads and you have to make the decision of a lifetime. You can either go right, just right. Nothing interesting really happens on the right. Or you can go left. Left is not like right in the sense that nothing really happens there either, but you have the opportunity to experience nothing, just this time it's on the left side. In the many worlds interpretation, the moment you make that choice, reality splits. In one universe you're experiencing nothing on the right, while in another you're experiencing even more exciting nothingness, but on the left. Both universes are equally real. They simply exist in parallel, branching off from that one single decision point. How does this relate to time travel though? Well, if the multiverse interpretation is correct, then traveling to the past wouldn't actually involve changing your original timeline. Instead, you'd be essentially jumping to a different, pre-existing branch of the multiverse. A branch where the past is exactly how you remembered it, before you supposedly change it. It would be like entering a new Minecraft world with the exact same seed. Remember our home destroying paradox from earlier? In the many worlds scenario, if you were to travel back and destroy the land before building your base, you wouldn't erase it from existence. Instead, you'd simply be in a different universe where you never built it in the first place. Your original home in your original timeline would remain perfectly safe and sound, back in the world you left it behind, untouched by your time-traveling shenanigans, and so, no paradoxes occur. It's a truly mind-blowing concept. An infinite number of universes constantly branching out, each one representing a different possibility. It makes the Minecraft world creation, with all its endless seeds, that are this many by the way, seem almost small in comparison. So is time travel possible? Maybe. Is it a good idea though? Probably not. Me personally, I'll stick to mining as it involves less of a chance of erasing myself from existence. Until next time, stay curious, keep exploring, and remember to watch your back around those turtles. They're plotting something.